What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know. Tas, tas, tas. Fuck that. I'm about to get this in, right? But before I get it in, let Rick get it in. I said yesterday Ricky was gone, but then he called me. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking. And I appreciate all the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So yesterday I made an announcement on a live that I was no longer going to be doing Super Norteno just because I think it's becoming like a little too much, you know. Hey, if Ricky don't want to come on here, Ricky should get no shine, right? That's how I feel. But no, to be real with you, I just thought maybe the character of Rick is just a little too much. And people have moved on from watching my Super Norteno stories. And of course, a lot of people said, no, Gun, no, we watch them. We like Thea, we like Rick, we like Roach. We like all these supers, man. Keep doing what you do. And so I was debating whether to carry on this legacy of Rick or not. And then I get a phone call. And the phone call went like this. Ain't nobody talking when I'm talking, fellas, so shut the fuck up. It was like some American Me shit, right? He's like, Whoopin, why don't you want to do a video about me? I said, because I don't like you. No, but more, I was like, nah, and I ran him down how I was feeling. Whoopin, no, I'm like a superstar from American Me, right? I'm one of those lame farmers from the north. He convinced me to keep it going because he likes watching the shit, so voila, here we go. But someone got at me and was like, hey, tell him you're not going to keep doing these videos unless he pulls up and does a live. So, Rick, you heard that, stupid ass. Let's do this. Speaking about American Me, that's what this super's called, American Me, right? Now, when American Me first came out, I remember exactly where I was, and I remember watching that shit. I remember my homeboy came and got me, my homeboy Beto, rest in peace, right? He was like knocking on my door. I remember my mom answered the door like, what do you want, stupid ass? My mom was kind of like Thea, only the sweeter and meaner version, right? And he was like, go, can you play? Right? Remember back in the days, can you play? Yeah, I said, we're going to go break in a house. We're not going to play, right? But she was like, yeah, send him on the side door. Go around the side. So I come out like, what, fool? Are you know what I'm saying? Did they find the lowrider bike parts or what? He was like, oh, there's a movie you got to watch. You got to watch this. Go to my pad. So I'm like, fuck it. We jump on our bikes. We make it to his pad. We're young kids, right? Little. I remember VHS tape. I don't know where he came, bootleg. I don't know where he got it, but he had it, right? And he puts it in there and he goes, just wait. It's all dark in his room. And his sister and her old man, they're over there fucking damn near boning on the couch, right? And I'm over there like, is this what you wanted me to watch? Because if this is what you wanted me to watch, I'm all in. And so, anyways, it starts. Ain't nobody talking when I'm talking, fellas. So shut the fuck up. And I was done. It was at that exact moment I was locked in. I think everybody was locked in because legal paperwork, empty wallet, lift up your nutsack, right? My homeboy was like, right? Why is he lifting up his nutsack? I said, I don't know why. You want to see him lift up his nutsack? Look, I don't know. Squat and cough. Give me 2 good coughs, right? The homie was like, watching. You know what I mean? He was acting it out like a play. We watched it. I remember I was locked in, man. I was like, damn, this is the only movie I've seen that's like real. It's like real life shit. We were all want to be gang members and gang bangers. So to us, it was like, they control the yard, right? We were tripping. We didn't know better. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, I got a phone call later on that day, right? And I'm at my house. I understand I'm a little kid, man. There's no cell phones back in the days. It's just landlines and shit, right? And it's Rick. And he's like, whoopin', right? Because he didn't talk like, whoopin'. He was like, whoopin'. I'm like, what's up, Rick? He's like, are you going to come to my house this weekend? I said, I don't know if my mom drops me off, if she's going somewhere. And my mom, she used to go like to Modesto, to the flea market. Like she always had shit to go out, but like, drop me off at my tia's house. My other side of the family, my dad's side, right? I want to go over there and chill. So my mom was like, okay, we'll see what's up. So I was like, I don't know. He's like, hey, have you seen the movie American Me? And I said, yeah, I seen it. That shit's, let's watch it. I was like, you're not going to like it though, right? I don't think you're going to like it because they're talking about lift up your nutsack. And you've actually done that in real life, I'm sure, right? And he was like, no. So anyways, I go and we're watching my dad's like, what the fuck kind of movie is this? Next time there'll be shit on my knife, not on my dick. Yeah, leave it on the dick, right? My Thea's going crazy over it. We're watching it, right? Everybody was watching this shit. So fast forward fucking 15, 20 years later, right? The shit's on Tubi now. Now it's all over the internet. You can watch it free on whatever. And every time I'm on my Thea's, their TV's all broke. It's got a crack in it. They have not switched up TVs. They got the old box set TV. And I was like, Thea, when are you going to ever get a TV? What the thought? You going to fucking pay for it, stupid? I said, no, we don't need a new TV. As long as I can watch my novelas and the roaches, you see the roaches, they come in and out of the TV. That's crazy. I mean, who has a TV like mine where the roaches go in the fucking TV right on Judge Wapner's head and come out? Nobody. Like a Keith Sweat song, bitch, right? So I'm just like, man, I got to get my Thea a TV. So what happens is we end up coming up on a 32-inch, just a little TV, right? Throw it on there, little DVD player, all kinds of shit, right? My Thea's all happy. Okay, all right, now we're talking. That's the upgrade, mijo. You got me that 32-inch? All right, big baller. I want to be a baller. Shot caller. Look at this bitch. Never drove in an Impala, right? So we're watching, and of course, Ricky's like, what? We got cable now? I said, no, we don't got cable now. We got DVD players. This motherfucker goes to his room, and he has all the DVDs. No DVD player, but all the DVDs. This motherfucker got American Me. I said, slap that motherfucker in one time. So we're watching it, right? And Ricky's now, when he was watching when he was little, he's like, they said squawk cough. Now it's different for him. Now he's like, I don't fucking like Southsiders. Stab him. Throw him off the tier. Throw him off the tier. Like, of course, Ricky, they're going to throw him off the tier. You didn't see this movie a gang of times. How's don't go to La Mocnada? Right? He's like, hey, where you want this from, eh? Norte. Right? Whooping. So he's like yelling at the Southsiders on TV when they ask, hey, our hood, our barrio. That's not my barrio. He's all crazy. I'm like, man, I can't watch a movie with this motherfucker, right? You cannot watch a movie with him because he thinks he's like in a play. He thinks he's one of the characters. When the Vato's like, hey, they're not like us. That's right, we're not like you. They're just a bunch of lame farmers from the north. No, we're not. I am a little bit. So we watched it. I remember I was like, cool. That was my first time actually like really, really getting to enjoy it because I'm looking at Ricky just yelling and screaming. I'm like, this fool's stupid. My test, I stop, be quiet. I always like Edward James Olmos because I wonder if I rub my fallopian tube across his face, if it would go because his shit's all pitted, mijo. Have you seen him in the Sons of Anarchy? I say he's not in the Sons of Anarchy. You talk about the Mayans. God, I'm not fucking Mayan. I'm Aztec, bitch. Right? I said, well, look. Yes, I seen him. Está feo. He grew up. He looks like fucking George Lopez. Have you seen George Lopez lately? I said, nah. What's wrong with him? That fucker looks like fucking Gilbert Einstein. I said, you mean Albert Einstein? Pues he's Mexican. Gilbert. Right? I had a boyfriend named Gilbert. They took him and shot him in Modesto. That's true stories. I've told you guys about that. Anyways, so we watch it. It's whatever. About a couple months later, right? My Thea from Compton was having surgery. She was having something happen with her stomach, and it was like a big deal. And Pepe was all, I said, I don't got no money. No, with my mom, is it? She's doing bad. She's doing dirt bad. Can't end up. Are you still on the phone? Yeah, que penta. I'm high. Are you about this gonna come down and we're gonna have a little carne asada for my mom, and this song is dedicated to my mama and her chilaquiles. Why will she have to go so soon? Hey, that's gonna be on my next album. I'm gonna remix it. You know, it's gonna be right after, in between Skin Pape and Fent Did It. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, well, I think my Thea wants to go. I'll slide through. You come through. It's just not being scary. This is Compton. It's in. I got your back. You see, I put that on Largo. I say, even though I'm not from Largo, I put it on it. Let's go, right? Or is he? One never knows, does one? Anyways, had P-Face baby running though. We pull up. We're all kicking back, right? Marijuano's right there. Chiru, Juice, like all the families there. Couple Southsiders from Compton that I've seen before. Like they don't switch friends. Like it's their same homeboys. They already know. Ricky's like, what do I gotta be here? I said, why are you ducking? No one's throwing nothing at you. I'm Lola. I don't even want to be here in Compton. But you're here though. So my Thea was getting her shit all together. My other Thea was helping her get her bags packed and everything. She's gonna go do the surgery. She looked fine to me. Mejo, do you guys want tortillas? Yeah, Thea. Well then fucking make them. What do I look like? I'm the one hurt. The other Thea's like, look at you son of a bitches. What did I tell you? Eat before we came. Don't be fucking asking for everything. Oh shit, what is that? Is that fucking pan dulce? I'm gonna grab some. So This is how my family is. My Thea would sit there and say, you better, when we were little, she used to be like, you better fucking eat before we leave. Eat everything I put on the plate because we're gonna go to my old man's and I'm gonna have my mouth full. And I don't want you guys to be crying like little fucking bastards. I want to eat because you already ate. So fucking I'm gonna eat. It's my turn. Okay. I'm having weenie con whatever those are right there that he has hanging. Lift your nutsack, right? So we're all there chilling. Everyone's eating. My kids are getting ready. They're like, we're going to go out to have a few drinks before the surgery. I was like, yeah, you're not supposed to eat or drink or anything. Who the fuck do you making you fucking the doctor in the fucking family? Just because you used to sell crack, all of a sudden you're a fucking, you prescribe medicine? I said, no, but I just, okay, shut up. We're going to go have a few drinks. And maybe fucking, you have it our way with a couple guys or two. And who are you to say that she can't have nothing anyway? They're going to put a fucking metal tool in her stomach. She can get a fucking flesh tool in her stomach as well. Go. Get the fuck away from us, please. So we're all kicking back. Fucking Pepe's homeboys jam. It's Changa, Pepe, me, Ricky, Sheila, Marihuano, Chiruhu, and his boyfriend, right? And as we're all kicking back, I'm like, man, Chiruhu's like, let's watch a movie. Let's watch Clueless. Let's watch this. I like, listen here, Reading Rainbow. We're not going to watch none of that. We're going to watch a gangster flick, guys. Let's watch Back to the Future, eh? Right? They're like, nah, throw on American Me. And everyone's like, yeah, American Me. And Ricky's like, whoopin', I don't fucking like that movie. Now, Ricky has this thing with, like I said, talking through the movies, acting like he's part of it, right? So Pepe's like, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a fucking badass flick. Do you know that people got hit over that flick? I said, yeah, your people. Okay, not mine. Yeah, not mine. I said, let's get the moment they fucked up, they're fucked up. And that's just how that goes. But yeah, throw it on. That's it. He says, wait until I come out of the bathroom. Give me about 15, 20 minutes, and we'll put it on about 12:30. So he goes up there to take his little shot, right? Comes out. The movie's already playing. He's like, I told you to wait for me. I said, everyone in this house has seen this movie a million times. You know what I'm saying? Esperanza! Yeah, that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. I said, that's your favorite part? Remember he had that tattoo was all fucked up as a rose right there? I said, you know why you got it? No, why did you get it? Because, you get the tracks, to cover the tracks. I said, I don't think that's why he got it. I think it was for Esperanza, his love. Hey, fuck Esperanza. She's bad, though. I said, hey, Changa, no disrespect, but her teeth are better than yours. Right? So we're all kicking, everyone's doing the thing. And I already know once they get to fucking tweedly, once they get to that part, that's when Ricky starts going into gang member mode. Right? Whoopin'! Look at all the Southsiders like they're doing push-ups. They don't fucking be doing those push-ups. Like, calm down. So he's talking his little shit, and we get to the part where Pablo, something bad happens, and next thing you know, we're all the way at the part where the Italian dude is getting fucking rammed, right? By fucking puppets in that motherfucker with his chin like, right? And then, you like it? You like it? Told you enjoy it, right? And he's eating rice, arroz. They call that arroz con pollo or arroz con backdoor, whatever. He was drinking, eating arroz, and they were drinking pruno. Anyways, excuse me. I got the drip. I got a little bit of a cold. So anyways, this shit's going on, and Ricky's fucking going crazy. Well, but I don't like the fucking thing. Why does the Southsiders do that? The homies don't do that. We don't do the rice party. I'm like, just relax, right? And out of everyone that has a problem with it, Chiruhu Juice, my primo or prima or it or whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? He's like, why do you always disrespect Southsiders? You can't fuck with them. And I was like, whoa, Chiruhu Juice. Why did you even say the word Southside? Like, you have a lot of things in your mouth, and Southside shouldn't be one of them. Believe me, right? Look at you. You guys are from up north. You guys don't know what it is to live down here. It's crazier down here. He is actually fucking disrespecting. Marijuana's like, you shut the fuck up. All right? And so Pepe's like, let's turn this shit up. It's because Ricky don't know how to act. And Ricky's like, I just don't like this shit. This is fake. This never went down like this. Because if it went down like that, where's us? Where's us? He said, you're right there. He said, getting stabbed in the neck. He said, Chuco. You know, saying, fuck you, pie face. And so everyone's fucking tripping. And I'm like, man, I'm going to make something to eat, man. I'm cool. Like, whatever. I don't get pumped up off a fucking movie. That's what's definitely not going to happen. So I go in the kitchen to make me something to eat. Sheila's already there. Sheila doesn't sit down. Well, there's nowhere for her to sit. She's too big. Sheila will fucking lean on the kitchen table snacking the whole time. Like, when we got there was a full fruit basket. By the time I got there was one grape left. And I went to like, ooh, shit, a grape. She went, ding. Right? That's all you, like, she's on it. And so I'm like, Sheila, make something to eat. That's one thing, good thing about Sheila. She'll never say no. Never. When it involves food, it's pura. Come on, linebacker, hook it up. What do you want to eat? Whatever they got. Well, they don't got much. Well, the fucking refrigerator was full. It was full. Right? Oh, man, make me something. So, of course, she finds some fucking frijoles in there. My tia has some tortillas. I'm like, make some bean burritos. You guys want bean burritos? Of course we do. We're Mexican, right? So she's hooking up. It's smelling good, man. They're still watching the movie. And I can hear Pepe giving a lecture. So I walk in from the kitchen to there because I'm snacking. As she's making burritos, I'm dogging them. I'm fucking them up, right? I go to the living room, and Pepe and fucking Ricky are in full-blown argument mode, right? And my cousin Marijuana's like trying to calm him down. He's like, hey, you guys are fucking up my eye, eh? Hey, you know what? Let's everybody just go to sleep. Changa, look, stop turning around, eh? Because I might mistake you for Rosie. Right? He's all in a different movie, La Bamba, right? And so Ricky's like, hey, or Pepe's like, hey, he says, look, it's not my fault that we dominate you out there. They say, keep your fucking shirt on in my pad. He says, look, no disrespect, but you're in. Where's he at? Where's he at, brother? Where's he at? Marijuana's like, he's at fucking get out of the way. TV is where he's at, right? He's like, you're in Compton. He said, I'll say it if you won't. Fucking chaval. He said, hey, fucking chaval, like the white guy said. But you're not supposed to say that in prison. He said, that's disrespect. But I've been there, Ricky. You've been there, so you know what time it is. Look, he said, just admit it. You vatos can't fuck with us. You want to see us or be us. This is West Side Thug Life till we die, is it? I'm like, look at two fucking Pac, 2 shots, right? Listen here, 2 shots. Calm down, leave Ricky alone. Ricky's like, whooping. Let's go. Let's get active in the yard outside. And he's like, you're gonna disrespect my Jefita's pad and call me out. I say, you're disrespecting me. Talk about the homies and shit. Yeah. Stop right there. Can't hold your horses. They say, your homies and my homies are not homies. Don't you know me? Look, they say, just check it up. Is it? You want to be a outsider? They keep it real. Is it? Yeah, everybody does. You know what? You want to know why? Is it? You want to know why? Ricky's like, why? Whooping? I don't want to be a outsider, but why? I don't know why. I said, that's why I'm asking you. Do you want to know why? Yeah, I want to know why. That's what I said. Why? So anyways, Ricky's like, well, fuck you and them. The house got quiet. And I was like, oh, no. And one thing about Pepe is you're not going to disrespect Soul Gang in front of them. You can talk a lot of shit, but there's only certain things you can get away with. He's like, let me get this straight. He's like, you hear it? The vato's crazy, primo. Dame mi diabola before I kill him. What did you say exactly? It's it, and keep it real. Repeat yourself. It's a bitch. Repeat yourself. Because I'm whooping. I don't repeat myself for no one. I said, fuck you, vatos. Right? He's like, let's go to the yarda. Then. Fuck that. Let's go to the yarda. You see that sangre? It's dripping right here. So there's going to be a lot more of that in a minute, right? We're just like, whooping. Let's go. Let me tell you something. Pepe, they have a sliding glass door with steps. As soon as Pepe hit the second step on that sliding glass door, his face hit the wall because Ricky was on him like a pterodactyl on an igloo egg, right? When I say igloo egg, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I just made that up. So he's on him like a fucking igloo egg. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking him up, right? Pepe's like, I'm getting splinters in my cheek, is it? Let me get up. You snake artist, right? And so Marijuana goes back there and he's like, hey, let my brother get the one-on-one. And I'm right there and I'm like, fuck, man, this is my favorite primo. And I was like, hey, let's watch him fight. Full for real. Like, let's make him fight. He's like, yeah. Ricky's like, whooping, you ain't got to make me do shit. I'm going to hit him with the fucking Huelga crane. Right? He's trying to do the Karate Kid. Woo! And Pepe's like, let me give me a changa, get tweezers. Let me get the splinters out of my cheek. You snaked on me. I said, that's not cool. Which Ricky really did. He's like, I don't know how many times I've had to whip this vato's ass and he never learns. He wants to come to my victim's pad and disrespect over a goddamn movie. I said, look, don't be mad. It's because the Norteños got hit in the movie. It's Chuco, I'm glad you died, bitch. I said, it's Chuckles. I'm chuckling. I said, fuck him. So let me tell you something. Ricky fucking is like, whooping, you're not going to disrespect the big homies like that. It's a fucking movie. A made-up character based off of real characters, but still. He's like, nah, he said, you were talking about the vato with one leg, is it? That's my homie. Right? I'm like, but you don't know him. It doesn't matter. It's not an illusion, and there is no confusion. Fuck him and you. I said, you wanted to? Boom. I gave him a chin check. Not hard. I don't want no problem with you. I said, you don't even treat me like that. I love you. Give me a hug and dame media bola. Right? Him and Ricky fought round after round after round because of the movie American Me. Ricky was trying to hold it down for the Northern. This should have been our movie. It should have been our movie. He's like, "Kissy, we don't even want it. You can have it back, Kissy." I'll tell you right now, they fought about 5 rounds. Pepe won one of them. And that's because Ricky tripped. Ricky was trying to go for the Superman punch, tripped, and Pepe kicked him. Kissy. He said, "You're not supposed to kick me when I'm on the ground. Kissy, there's no rules in this shit. You're lucky there wasn't a tira. Throw yourself of it with a knife in your heart, is it?" It was crazy. My primos done fought after American Me. After that, I said, no more fucking gangster movies. And guess what movie I put on? They were all happy and shit. Puff the Magic Dragon. And then Pepe tried to get, he thinks he's like smarter than everyone. I said, "You know what this movie's really about, is it?" I said, "Well, it's about chasing the dragon, is it?" And I know no one on earth knows better than that than I do, is it? Let me tell you, we all fucking fell asleep full from bean burritos. Ricky had a fucking black eye. Pepe had 2 black eyes. And Marijuana was like, "Them fucking fools are stupid. They fucked up my eye." Cheetah who just was like, "I'm mad. I'm going to my room. Go, you and your husband, to your room. We're going to be right here. We're going to watch Back to the Future." And that's just what it is. Anyways, yes, Ricky, I got a lot of stories, and I'm going to tell them. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of other people. This does have a part 2. Because my Thea and Thea were out that night. And let me tell you, it was about 3, 4 in the morning when we got a phone call. And what happens is going to trip you guys out. All up in Compton and shit. The gun.